There's another button I want to check out, and that button is right here. I want to go to this button here. It's Shift, and look at that window. So the window's open there, and I can see the program. Let's say, for example, program again. I can see this, so I can go here to Mix. But if I want a full view, I can go to Shift, hit this, and now I got a full view. I can see this entire grid, and my pencil's active here, totally in here. Look at that. We've got modifier, velocity, automation. We can click here. Look at this. We can click in here and put some notes in there. And then the pencil, I can maybe drag it up or down and see this velocity right there to it. So get familiar with it. This is not too hard to do. Maybe move this note over here. I'm going to move this note back here. Okay, that's pretty obvious there, right? And I can undo probably too. So I'm going to go here to edit. We can undo. Undo, undo. That's pretty cool. Now the first thing I want to do when I get some new software is check out the first item in the menu bar. And here it says MPC. I'll go to here, click here, About MPC. You can see a picture of our Renaissance here, the version right here, who owns it, and we see right here, we see this says the guys involved in the project. Okay? Next. We can check for updates, and we have a preferences. I always want to see preferences, so I know I might want to change the setup one day or something. I want to see what options are available. Now here in preferences we have audio, MIDI, plugins, auto load, sequencer, and other. Now the first option is audio. So I've got built-in audio because I want to send my audio directly through the video I'm shooting here for you, right? And so I'm using built-in audio. But I can also use MPC Renaissance. I have a Pro Tools system. I can use Pro Tools Aggregate lined up with it as well. So a lot of us have different softwares. And it's important to know when you are going to line up the software how this MPC, if I use it as a plugin, will interact with Pro Tools or Logic or Live. I got a lot of software, so we're going to make sure it can work with everything. Now here we have the input is from the MPC Renaissance. So obviously the MPC is an audio device as well. Audio is coming in, it has MIDI, so it's an audio MIDI controller. Okay? We see the active input, we see the sample rate. See, we know what kind of sample rate you want to use. We see the buffer size here. And we see our latency adjust right here as well. And we can also test. And here's our test. Well, it's very important for a lot of these features here, and particularly the sample rate. Now, if I want to use my MPC as a plugin and I'm going to be in a different software, I want to make sure my sample rates match up. And also, the higher the sample rate, the better the fidelity. So right here is great. I would prefer myself is to go maybe to 96K, so I get this really great clean sound. And the reason why that is because I want to make sure that what we do when we're actually recording some of the sampling, I want to make sure we get all the frequencies, the highs, the lows, and everything. Or I might even go to 48 also, depending on the session I need to use it for. And you see as I do that, you'll notice also that the audio buffer size changes. That's important to realize that too. So our buffer size is changing as well. So the higher the sample rate, you see here? Now that's 5.3 in my audio buffer size. If I go down here 44.1, we're at 11.6 milliseconds.